kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Tell me, boy.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles.
Yes, we back at it like yo crack at it.
Woo. Welcome back to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy Trebles Garcia, and joining me again in the 1s and 2s, again the fucking master of disguise, Darth Vader, his fucking self, Professor STD, back in the fucking house. I missed you so fucking much. Don't ever leave me. Big tech, salute.
Salute. Who that?
Who the fuck? Who that? Big Tank, dog. Thank you so fucking much for joining me.
Who that?
I swear to God, dude, I tried to do the fucking episode last week and it was horrendous. Worst fucking numbers ever. But today, we have an amazing fucking show lined up for all of you guys with the best codes in the fucking planet. Obviously, this is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. Now, Big Tank, please do me the huge fucking favor. Bang the shit out of the randomizing machine and give me the listener of the week.
Hey, you want me to do it in front of you? Bang it in front of you?
No, dude, just...
But no eye contact, though. Eye contact, though. Fool. Just no eye contact. I'll do it, big dog. Great. Just no eye contact.
You want an Eiffel Tower? You want an Eiffel Tower, the randomizing machine? Ooh.
Randomizing machine, do your thing.
Paranoid Radio.
Listen to that, baby purr. Big Tank, who is it?
Today, my people, we got Intoxicated Daily from Instagram.
What?
Intoxicated Daily from Instagram. Massive shout out, brother. This episode goes out to you.
Intoxicated Daily on Instagram. Thank you so fucking much for paying attention on our fucking episodes, for fucking liking our shit, for supporting us, listening to us. Dog, this dude hit us up and sent us messages and told us that I fucking slipped on the last episode. He said, dog, that was the shittest episode on the entire fucking show. Pull that shit. And I'm actually thinking of pulling it. Well, however, dude, this episode goes out to you. Thank you so fucking much for being a brother in arms. That is right.
One thing people don't know is that I don't pull out, fool. I see it through, big dog.
My pull-out method is strong. It's not a method, dog. It's a fucking lifestyle. Yay, that is all right. No, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Paranoid Radio. Big Tank, what is happening?
What is going on, my people? You guys know the deal. This is what is happening. I'm going to give you guys 2 stories, and I want you guys' official 2 cents for my 2 cents, and we deposit that knowledge, my people.
Ooh, the bank of knowledge. That is right.
Damn, that's right.
I love it. I love it. The energy's back. Oh, my God. Dude, I can't do it without you, dog. I swear.
Okay. So let's jump right back in. All right, my people, I'm going to give you guys 2 stories. Here's number 1. My people, there is this Instagram video circulating. Believe it or not, hashtag go look it up, where he's predicting some events are about. First one, September 16. They're not in chronological order, sorry about that. But September 16, a artist that was considered dead will come back and give the reason why he chose to fake his own death.
Ooh.
Who do you think that might be?
Will fake his own death and he was an artist?
An artist.
Machiavelli?
I'm gonna say Tupac. Yeah, that's right. Believe that. I'm gonna go with that one. Believe it or not. Right?
Okay.
So the next prediction that he has is on June 6th. The massivest creature is gonna rise out of the Pacific.
Whoa, that's apocalyptic.
Yes,
that is apocalyptic.
Yes.
A massive creature that it says one of the Antichrists is coming out of the fucking seas. Go ahead and look it up. Rasta, look it up. Fucking Revelations.
Yes, believe it or not. And the final one. The final one that he's predicting, that by the end of this year, we will reach a milestone where we will begin to move forward
Mhm.
with robot technology and taking over jobs.
I hope that the first jobs they take over is the fucking military, because we are not sending our sons and daughters and brothers and sisters out to war. Are you trying to merge this into the fucking the Ukraine situation, or what?
All I'm saying is that it's out there. Will it happen? I don't know.
I mean, fucking iRobot. Hashtag look it up. Will Smith.
Hey, I'm hoping Machiavelli come back.
Hey, man, if he does come back, that's fucking awesome, dog. What do you got for the next story?
On to the next one, my people. So, this is a touch up from a previous one. Well, it's actually more of a side note tape, but we have actually factual, motherfucking actual.
Motherfucking factual.
Motherfucking factual. Alright, so if you guys remember from season 2, I brought up the story where I was telling you guys about this little kid that was transported thousands of miles away from his home. Nobody knows how or what's going on.
Episode Duendes. It was in the season 2. It was season 3 episode Duendes.
Was it?
It was it was on our fucking Alf episode.
Oh, okay. I missed it. My bad. Misquotation. My bad. All right. So a follow-up story to it. Not the actual son, but guess what? The mother has gone missing.
Oh.
And the kid has grown up. So all they're saying is that the kid is saying that they were mad and they took her.
The fucking Alfs?
Yeah. Well, whatever it was. Whatever
the
it
Duendes?
was. Whatever it was. Okay. So
that's what you get.
So, believe it or not, they are suggesting foul play from this little kid. This kid's 13-year-old.
Wow, that ain't no kid, no. That's a full-on grown man, dude. Come on, dude.
Debatable.
Okay.
Debatable. Okay. But we just heard about a similar thing where a 3-year-old shot his mom in Chicago. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you
see
heard
what's
that.
happening. So you're trying to say that this guy chopped her up, cut her to pieces, and spread her around the kingdom?
Maybe.
Kind of like what happened to Osiris?
My people, this was what is happening. These are your 2 official stories. Let me know if you guys liked them. If you guys didn't like them, I really don't give a rat's ass. But I still want to hear your input, or at least talk shit to each other. Don't you forget, this is Professor STD, and now back to your normal broadcasting.
That is right, Big Tank. Thank you so much for bringing those 2 amazing fucking stories. As always, doing an amazing fucking job. Everybody, please give him a round of applause. That's right.
Hey,
now,
thank you, brother. On to the next.
Yo, Big Tank, honestly, I'm gonna fucking tell you something right now, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened. Can you please tell the audience, before we jump into it deep into the pool and set the fucking mood, can you please tell the audience why the fuck weren't you here last week? You were wearing a little hiatus? Went on a little vacation or what?
Yeah, fool. I was skinny dipping in the Bahamas, big dog. Straight up.
Damn. You catch yourself a nice bronze 10? Looking golden, baby?
I did. I was over there playing in the Devil's Triangle, big dog.
All right. Looking like the golden boner? Talking about the fucking golden boner. Hey, man. Let's go back into the fucking topic. Everybody, today we have an amazing fucking topic with great fucking bombs, dropping bombs all the way from fucking California to fucking Egypt, taking you to a blast. Taking you to a blast in the blast. Wait, taking you to the past or the blast. Blasting you back to the fucking past. That is her, right? Today we're talking about Osiris.
Yes. Oh, shit.
That is right. Okay. And as I like to do in these fucking topics, I want to give you a quick introduction, then I'll let Big Tank take it away. Now, he is known for being the first pharaoh of Egypt, weaving art, music, and agriculture to the lands and fertility to the people, from being the first mummy to resurrecting and ruling the underworld. Osiris brings more drama to Egyptian mythology than Jesus brings to Jerusalem. Perfect fucking intro. That is right. That's how you know we're on top of this shit. That is right. Now, Big Time, please give me a quick fucking facts about Osiris.
Okay. So let's start off straight off the deep end. Osiris is one of the most important gods of ancient Egypt, if not the most important god.
Exactly.
Okay, straight up like that. Okay, like he said, he was the ruler of the underworld, and he was also the one you went to go look for when you wanted fertility.
Yeah, exactly. To be fertile for like an entire year or whatever.
Yes, exactly. So he had this dual role that just made him this great divine power, which was something not uncommon, but it was just a conundrum by itself, because he's the ruler of the underworld, but he's also the fertility. So It
A-
doesn't.
and you have to
It
keep in mind, Osiris was also the first pharaoh before his death. Before, because he became the ruler of the underworld after he was killed by Seth, his brother.
Yes,
And then
yes.
he dethroned Anubis, which is his son, to take over the underworld. And that was by accident. That was just in honor of you dying. I'm gonna give you the fucking throne. Basically, that's what happened. And then Anubis became kind of like the Grim Reaper, that one that takes you to wherever you're gonna be, your destination. And
Yes.
then,
So
yeah.
Seth actually cut him up allegedly in
Mhm.
14 pieces and spread them throughout the whole kingdom.
Yeah,
That was the whole mayhem that started everything. So it fueled Osiris's anger.
exactly. And ISIS's. And
Yes.
we're not talking about ISIS in the Middle East, the terror squad. No, we're talking about Isis, the goddess, the Egyptian goddess, wife of Osiris.
Yes. So you have to remember Osiris, even to this day, has a big impact for the simple reason that me and Trebles were actually debating this.
Mhm.
If he's one of the first religions or first people to actually introduce the idea of rebirth.
Yeah. Now look. Now, before we even to jump into the deep end of the pool with religion and how it matches up today, I want to put a little couple points of how Osiris is so and why he is so important to the Egyptian people, and not only to the people, but today, still that base today. Check this out. Why is he so influential? He was ahead of his fucking time, dog. Allegedly, how myth goes was that he came down to the earth. He was the first pharaoh. He saw that the people were fucking fighting each other and fucking just looked for cannibalism to eat each other up because they didn't have no type of art. They didn't know how to make bread. They didn't know how to weave. They were running out naked. They were just freaking animals, okay? Just cavemen. So what he did, he brought agriculture. He started showing them how to make music, how to weave, how to make clothes, how to make tints, how to fucking dye their hair, how to do their makeup. He just started bringing culture into the scene. And on top of that, he showed them how to plant, how to grow, how to make bread. On top of that, he also started doing architecture with them. So this is like the pinnacle. This is the only reason, supposedly how mythology goes, the reason why the Egyptians were so advanced in their architecture was because Osiris gave them the proper tools, which is why in his tomb, and not only his tomb, but many other gods' tombs or pharaohs' tombs, they're always holding a set of tools on their hands. So hashtag look it up, people hashtag buscalo. Go ahead and go on Google right now and look at the tombs of all these mummies and all these glorified deities and goddess and kings that and pharaohs that lived back then from Egypt. They all have little like tools holding on the left and the right hand. These tools are acoustic properties. These tools were specifically made to not only harmonize and be precise and be in higher dimensions and with frequency, but also to create architecture. How? Check this out. I want you to hashtag look up the sonic drill. Yeah, the fucking sonic drill. The Egyptians had power tools before power was ever invented. And the sonic drill is basically a drill that they connect to that one fork. It's like a pitchfork that he gave the pitchfork to the people. And it's not a regular pitchfork which you freaking stab people with or like Poseidon. No, it's a pitchfork where you when you hit it, it's like a tuning fork. You hit it and it starts vibrating. And if you the harder you hit it, it starts vibrating on one end and then ending that's sending that vibration all the way down to the rod. And then that vibration, when you put a drill on it, it'll start hammering the floor. So they were making specific cuts on granite, which is one of the hardest stones on earth, with acoustic tools. Ahead of the fucking. This is fucking blowing archaeologists' fucking mind still to this day.
Oh, believe that, believe that. Okay, so the Egyptians were definitely ahead of their times, to say
Mhm,
the least.
mhm,
Okay, and whether it was brought in through the gods or brought in through the aliens, however you want to believe it,
mhm,
because they have something that people have always been fathomed by.
mhm, mhm,
So
mhm.
who's to say that the gods did not help them or their gods
Absolutely.
at that time? You get
Hmm.
me?
Hmm.
Whatever it might be. But then you also have people debating it. For example, the same reason how the pyramids of Giza line up perfectly with Orion's belt.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
nobody ever complains of how the Mexicans, the pyramids in what is it,
The
the
Aztecs and the
Yucatan,
Mayans,
the
the Yucatan
Yucatan
Peninsula.
Peninsula, the peninsula,
Hmm.
nobody ever complains. Oh, no, those couldn't have been done by aliens. Those
Hmm.
are done by Mexicans all day.
Hmm.
But it
Hmm.
just goes to show the level that they were at. They had so many tools that were just unheard of during these times.
And not only them, like you just said right now, the Mexicans, the Mexicans, the Aztecs, the Mayans, these people were all not only socially advanced because they already had an established religion before even Christ came in and gave another name to establish religion, but they had the tools to make monolithic fucking structures. And again, I don't want to fucking say, but inside these monolithic structures are also acoustic properties for the priests to sing and harmonize. We've mentioned this plenty of times before on the show. And they're not only aligned with the people's our people's consciousness, but they're also aligned with the stars. Most of these religions, specifically the Egyptians, which are so fucking influential, they were very focused on worshiping the sun. And this is where it comes to play out. Now, I don't want to bash again. This is how we're going to connect how that religion and how and why Osiris is so influential today. Because the Virgin Mary story, it's not an original story. It might be original for the people that don't know, but obviously today here, and I'm not here to challenge Christianity. I'm here to open up the door to other fucking things that do exist so that you can look it up yourself and then you make your own prediction and estimate. Dude, this shit's really here. Osiris, check this out. Osiris is represented as God, and Isis is represented as the Virgin Mary, and Horus, which is Isis's son, virgin. She had him virgin, by the way, is representing Jesus. So if you go back to fucking Egyptian mythology, it's allegedly said that again, Osiris got killed by his brother. He got dethroned. He got thrown in a river. Then after that, he got chopped up and spread around the fucking world. Many of the places where supposedly his fucking body was spread around, they put monuments on there. After that, they put him back together. His wife Isis puts him back together, does a mummification with Anubis, and then brings him back to reality. I mean, to life. He was resurrected, but he was never the same. They take him back, and then he becomes the ruler of the underworld, giving fate to people and letting people pass back into rebirth. The whole idea of reincarnation and rebirth and resurrection and life after death, it is introduced by the Osiris mythology, gospel, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then 3,000 years later, retold in a Jerusalem story by Jesus. You get what I'm saying, right?
I wouldn't say retold.
Refurnished and retold? Or
No, because
ISIS has
okay. No.
horror
I'm not debating. I'm not debating that it's basically the same story. But I mean, retold is literally you're literally saying that they took it and just redid a rename.
I don't know if you know, but Horus was supposedly Horus. I keep saying allegedly. Horus was supposedly the god that was going to bring light onto the world, and he was born off a virgin mom, which is Isis, with no father.
No. I get it. But I mean, you're literally now when you're saying this right now, you're literally claiming a fact, like fact.
If they stole it. Okay, I'll reword it. I'll say it is very similar.
Yes. Let's go with that. Let's go with that because if not, we're gonna hear about it.
Okay. I'll give you that. It's a very similar story. And then you have stories in Greece that also have, with the Egyptian gods. These are gods that are very influential and still to this day. It's kind of like saying they put a DBA on it, like doing business as, or they reinvent, like, I don't know how to tell you, the same script of the book, just in different eras with different names, labeling. It's very similar stories. Again.
Well, you have to remember that anything before Christianity, there was always a tale of multiple gods. You get me? Okay, so just think about it a little bit more. We acknowledge only one God, but we don't acknowledge the devil as a god. But technically, in all sense, he is somewhat of a god. You get me? Just because the Christians didn't give him that power.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same thing as Zeus and Hades.
Exactly.
You get me? They know he was a god, but they called them gods. And right here, they just didn't give Lucifer that entity name.
Absolutely.
You get me? He's a creator too. He created all his minions.
And all the fucking influence that we know now, all the dark forces.
Exactly. So it's just like you said, it's reworded in a completely different way. However you want to believe it or not, that's completely up to you. We do not judge. You get me? But it has a lot of the same meaning, and that's what we're trying to touch on. And the whole belief of Osiris is still practiced today in new century, different type of occults and beliefs. Believe it
Exactly.
or not.
There's a cult called Osirism, and that's not all, dude. You could go behind the fucking dollar bill and see all these Egyptian fucking hieroglyphic shit that still fucking connects us to symbolic images that they used to use back then. You through symbols, through frequencies, through dogmas, through magic spells, religion, previous established religion or retold religion, they continue to control us now. The fucking dollar bill says we trust on God, or believe trust on God, but they don't specify what God. And then you turn the fucking dollar bill behind, there's a fucking eye of providence behind it. You get
Well,
what I'm saying? So
okay. So this isn't bashing or anything like that.
Mhm.
But who's to say it's not all the same gods, just with different titles now?
like you're trying to say, like they say trust on God, and then they don't label your own decision and what God to pray to. Like, how could I have the freedom? Have the freedom of choosing the God you want to pray to, or what do
Okay,
you mean?
okay. So we've all understood, depending on what geographical point you preach to different gods, because that's
Uh-huh.
what you were taught.
Mhm.
Who's to say it's not all the same ones? To be honest, just because Christianity likes to call it God.
We've
You
said
get
this. I think we've said this before. The Islamic people, they pray to a God that kind of sounds like if he's Jesus. Like the story's just shifted a little bit. The
Yes,
Hebrews
exactly.
too, right?
Exactly. So that's exactly my point. Okay, just because we don't have per se Thor, we don't have all this other stuff, but
Uh-huh.
we do have all these prophets and all these other people that
Mhm,
have done these miracle like things that
mhm,
some people in some people's eyes will also be considered as a descendant of a god,
mhm,
which sort
mhm,
of touches to our celestial orgasmic,
mhm.
where we'd have all
Orgasmic
these
celestials.
exactly
Orgasmic
where we'd
celestials. Yeah,
have all of these people just doing that type of stuff. You get me?
absolutely, absolutely.
So
Yeah, this is
it's definitely a doozy, big dog. It really is. It really is. Honestly,
it is, dude.
I I know we just meant, but now
Mhm.
that we're actually looking at it, it's like, whoa, what
Yeah,
the
dude.
fuck is going on?
Osiris was the ultimate god for them, because because of Osiris, the reincarnation, the mummification, because he was the first mummy to be mummified. The practice of mumming, it took 14 days for them to finish the mummification. It
Well, yeah,
took
because of
14
all the
days, and this is all ritualistic, and then they would put special fucking fruits and water and everything in the coffins in order for them to be able to travel to the underworld and they get judged by Osiris or judged by Anubis, depending on the era that you were in. And then after that, they'll weigh your heart on a balance against a feather. And if your heart was heavier than the feather, then they'll feed you to an eternal agony, basically.
yes, yes,
And then that's how it would be. It's the same concept, heaven or hell. You live to go to heaven, which is the afterlife for the Christians, right? And then you have hell. So it's the same thing. It's the same concept of you're living in a way that you have to be symbolically, you have to be kind of good, or at least your heart has to be in the right place, and every action you make, be more like Osiris or be more like Jesus. Try to be your best version of you every single fucking day in order to ascend to a higher dimension or the afterlife. And that is just the same play. Humans need a something to believe in order to be able to not control each other, but to have order.
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's based off of here. To be
So
the best version of you.
so you have to remember at the end of the day that all of this is still being practiced from old previous religions.
Mhm.
And there's a reason these teachings have made it this far, because they appear to our quote unquote human nature,
Mhm.
which is the same thing that we always want to feel within the program. We never want to be left out of it.
And then when we do get left out of it, or we're getting indoctrinated differently, or we're being open to other things, other scenarios, or other possibilities, we feel uncomfortable because it's engraved in our DNA to be like this. We are so easy manipulated and docile. That's just straight up.
So let's be honest. Okay, right now the Catholics are in what they call the Quaresma, which is a fasting,
Mhm.
where you don't eat meat on Fridays. You go to the Ash Wednesday.
Mhm.
You receive how do you call it? I guess I'm not sure if it's a one of the I guess sacraments or whatever it is. But
Mhm.
so they place the ash on you, and on Fridays you're not supposed to eat meat. As the symbolism towards how do you call it, towards Jesus for the 40 days that he fasted.
Yeah.
So
Check this out though. Go ahead. Finish.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna drop a bomb right now. You're gonna be like, what?
Okay. So
Mhm.
it's you follow it because you know what it is, but you have people that do, that don't, people that, and it's all in your idea. It's on your state of
How you
mind.
perceive.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
And absolutely, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna remind you this. We spoke about this. How the Catholic Church again fucking adopted pagan holidays and pagan celebrations, and then just relabeled them and Christianized them, so that we would continue our practices just under a new deity or a new God, which is Jesus Christ. Now, again, I'm not
Or
gonna
a
bash on
renamed.
Christians or renamed. So check this out. Easter is actually was originally hashtag look it up. It was originally a fucking holiday done by ancient Babylonian fucking priests where they would praise the sun and they would wait and look at the, like in certain times of the year, they would wait for the sun in Eastern, right? Easter. They would wait for
Yeah.
the sun to rise from the east and they would praise for, I think, a month. They would praise for a month because this would tell the fucking, when the solar solstice, no, the summer equinox will come in the middle of the year. So they would celebrate the sun. They were worshiping the sun, and they would turn their backs to the temples of Christ, and they would pray to the east, where the fucking sun rises. And if that's even written on Ezekiel on the Bible. How should I look it up? It's in Ezekiel on the Bible, and it says they will turn your backs. More than 20, I believe 20 priests will turn their backs against the temple of God, and they would pray to the east. And where does the east? What does the east have? The rise of the sun. So it's very interesting that now not only Catholics but other religions also practice different fucking old school pagan holidays, and then they just convert it to what they want it to be. It's fucking weird, bro. It's very interesting shit.
So
Mhm.
this is what it all comes down to,
Mhm.
is the ability for somebody to lay claim to something and people not be able to realize that it's
What they're
something that's
practicing.
already been going on. Yes.
Exactly. Big
So
Tank. Mhm.
at the end of the day, this was, I think we went a little bit far left field with this.
Yeah, I think so too. I
I
think
think
so
we
too.
started one way and we ended up a completely different way. We did busted a bitch U-turn, went sideways, went up and down the
But that's
map.
what the free conversation range is all about. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
most definitely, most definitely. But if I had to get the point across,
mhm,
is that what it comes down to is that Osiris, this religion, quote unquote, as you might say,
mhm,
is has had a lot of influential effect on everything that even we do today now. Just because we like to call it, especially the way it's stated, ancient times,
mhm,
make it seem like if it's not there no more, the
mhm,
teachings are definitely still there, and some have even adopted it. And this is not, like we said, we're not bashing on
mhm,
anything.
mhm.
It just goes to show how much influential it's been since then.
Absolutely, Big Tank. You are fucking completely right. Everybody, this is Osiris Big Tank. Let them know where they can find you.
Catch me at EKNAT626, EKNAT626. Hit me up. Did you guys like this? Did you guys not? If you guys want to come on the show, if you guys
Mm,
want to catch that STD, that shit talking degree, let me know. We'll
that
go
is right.
live, we'll stream, whatever you guys want.
That is right. Big Tank, thank you so much. You can find me at Trebles Garcia, Trebles Garcia, on all social media platforms. Check us out on paranoidradio.com. Brand new fucking website, fucking dropping bombs. We have an About Us. You can fucking reach us directly. If you don't know who the hell we are, we have a perfect and a beautiful introduction of what we do, who we are, how we started the podcast, and we're soon to drop a trailer on Apple Podcasts and anywhere that you get. That is right. ParanoidRadio.com, no DParanoidRadio.com. Mad fucking shout outs to our fucking our homeboy semi-pro golfer Chris. He's about to fucking play a tournament. We're sponsoring his entry. All fucking mad love to you, dog. We cannot wait to get the results and show the people what you do and show the people our fucking shirts, our sponsorship shirts. That is fucking amazing. I am so excited. Everybody, please make sure you drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for fucking free, or anywhere. Drop us a fucking 5-star review or a thumbs up on any platform that you get your podcast.